Wake Up with Jim and Saab is now exclusive on Spotify.
If you're thinking of making your own podcast, use Anchor. You can download it free on the App Store and Play Store.
Why'd it take so long? I'm tired.
Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast.
We have 30, I can't see.
35.
We have 35 people in the studio with us.
Live.
Awesome. Again, if you want to be, if you want to join us in the studio, you can become a VI pod kid on jimandsab.com.
Yes.
So,
We back.
We back. And again, we have 35 people. We have 37 people with us in the studio today. They are all wearing face masks. And their face shields are not from China.
Even if we're wearing face masks, everyone is still a meter apart.
Yeah.
Social distancing.
Yes. Nakalubog rin yung ulo nila sa tubig.
Tsaka nag-swimming with dolphins.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do 5 senses on a Friday, but recorded on a Monday and then to be uploaded on a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So we're going to do 5 senses and then we're going to end with a MALIBAG. And here's a teaser. Douchebag of the Year.
Oh, nominee?
Is back.
Oh, it's the same person?
It's back.
It's the same person?
Yun.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yun if you-read ko nga sa'yo.
No, hindi ko alam na yun pala. I thought you just meant like it's a different
No,
douchebag.
yun.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you, if our studio guests, kung pwedeng may studio guests na may premyo kami.
Wild! Okay.
Diba?
I cannot.
If may studio guests kami who can name that episode with the douchebag of the year, meron kayong sako ng bigas. Okay. So 5 senses on a Friday, recorded on a Tuesday.
Random tong sako ng bigas.
Recorded on a Tuesday, uploaded on a Wednesday. Ano ang site mo?
Oh,
Anything
The
you've
Crown. Did I say that na?
Yeah.
Did I?
I think so. Ay, hindi. Parang hindi pala.
No, The Crown.
Can you, studio guests, can you correct us if nasabi na ni Sabo na 5 senses on a Friday, recorded on Tuesday, but uploaded on a Wednesday? Kung meron na nagsabi yung, may nasabi na ba ni Sab yung The Crown? And before she continues, I will, ako muna.
You go ahead, yeah. Tagal.
Okay. Well, what I've been into is I've been watching a lot of behind the music videos. So, for me, an album always becomes a completely new experience once I know the story behind it. So whether it's like, sometimes nga, like I watch YouTube, mga fan-made deep dives on a band's history, ganyan. The most recent one I watched was Atticus Ross and how he produces and how he records 9 Inch Nails recording. So, ang ganda lang ng sinabi niya, kaya yun yung tumatak sa akin is, he said na it's the little mistakes that happens in recording that make the song, that makes music the truest art form. Okay? So, but the problem with, the recording process now is when an artist comes to the studio, the producer will say, oh, this type of guitar worked on the Taylor Swift record. This drum beat worked on the Bruno Mars, luma naman reference ko, Cardi B beat, whatever.
BTS.
So, whatever, ganon, yeah. So, and then every take is, chopped and edited, and yun nga, instead of it becoming, the point of recording is you are recording a live performance.
Yeah.
People going into a room, pouring their heart and soul, and just capturing that moment that they're there and they sing, they someone plays the drums and let's just say na medyo hiningal siya at this part, maririnig yun at mararamdaman yun eh. And yun lang yung pinupush niyang point na parang, it's those little things that make something beautiful.
That makes a lot of sense because that's exactly why I love listening to the albums of Sandwich, my favorite local band, because they add in and they leave in some of the parts na tumatawa sila or those random moments, and it really makes me appreciate the band and it just makes it sweeter somehow.
Yeah, kasi again, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, may sumagot pa? Nasabi
Yes,
mo
hindi. The last one I did was Beth Harmon.
Queen's
Quibit.
Quibit, by the way, is a 12 out of 10.
Queen's Gambit.
Amazing.
So anyway, The Crown on Netflix, season 4. Sobrang ganda. I don't even have to say anything about it anymore.
Pero hindi. Ako, I haven't watched kasi a single episode of The Crown. I watched 2. And this season is about Princess Diana.
Pasok na si Princess Diana.
How's the actress?
Good. I didn't think I would like her because, I just, we know Princess Diana, yung generation natin.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, parang, it's kind of hard for anyone to ever portray her. So, I was like, And then, pero in fairness, she's okay naman. I think she got it. I think cute naman. I mean, I'm not... Yes, with reservations. Shut up.
Stormbreaker of the century. Anna Joy Taylor over Princess D.
You don't even know Princess Di. It's Di.
I die. Anyway.
It's not a Stormbreaker. That's an idiot sandwich.
An idiot sandwich. Opinion. Here.
We've got 43 people in the studio, by the way.
Nice. Here.
Here. Akala ko you were going to say here. HEAR. What am I listening to? Oh. What am I listening to?
Podcast.
Well, kanina I re-listened to, of course. You know what? For me, I usually find it distracting when I'm listening to music as I work. But nainggit ako sa'yo eh. I heard you from the other room and then you were listening to music. And I was like, I'm going to try. You know what? I'm going to try. Music with lyrics that I know I can't do kasi I tend to sing along in my head. So I can't focus on my task. But I played my favorite, Haim. And
I saw.
It worked for me.
Why? You've never done that before?
I mean, I have. No, it just makes me not focus talaga.
I think studying is hard.
Studying is hard, but doing menial tasks, I guess, is fine.
Yun yung masarap.
Yeah. And ang masaya kasi sa Haim when you listen to it. And they have a new, I think it's new, It's a new song because I've never heard it before. It's for the Croods movie.
Ano?
Croods ba tawag doon?
Ano?
That animated thing. It's a Disney thing. So anyway, Haim has a new song for that animated film. And it was pretty, parang power rock. So parang as I was listening to Haim, I was just like, yeah, I'm a powerful woman. So
nice.
That's it.
Ako naman.
Oh, sorry. Can I just add dun sa site ko? That makes a lot of sense that you said you were watching a lot of behind the music stuff. Because what I watched and I thoroughly enjoyed was the Cheats deep dive that you and Kyle did. You can find that on the Cheats Facebook page.
No,
is it?
The Cheats YouTube page.
Yeah. It was so good. Dapat dadaan lang ako to just like say hi. And then I just got so sucked in because it was so fun to watch. And sobrang labo. I appreciated our songs more. So check it out if you haven't.
Ano naman, in short, so what we did, me and Kyle, our bandmate, we opened a file. So if you're into music production or if you want to get into music, kahit mahilig ka lang sa covers, that's what what I want to do regularly.
Yeah.
Plano ko nga get different like our musical friends,
Yeah.
and then they can like open up the track and how they kukwento lang nila how
Deep
they wrote
dive.
it. Deep dive. Yeah.
Nice.
Ako here.
Here.
I've been watching a lot of Zane Lowe.
Kala ko Zayn Malik.
Cancelled na ba yun?
I don't think so.
I've been watching a lot of Zane Lowe interviews. So he does.
Yun yung bagong kamusta na siya. Cancelled na ba yun? Where is he now? Cancelled na ba yun?
He does interviews with musicians. So matagal na siya. He's like a music media staple. So from Billy Corgan to Jay-Z to Kanye. So he has these very, very long interviews and he's such a fan. Borderline annoying na eh. It's like I kind of see how I would be if I were interviewing, let's say my favorite musical artists. Like oh na dude, like fan ka.
Okay. You're dropping hints of how you're a B-side kind of guy.
Parang like yeah. And that last track on Siamese Dream, mga ganun. So parang okay. So anyway, Zane Lowe, it's on.
Sabi yung komento ng ano? I wanna stay high all the time.
Hindi siya musician.
Tavlo.
Pablo. Ganda ng kantang yun though. That's a good hear.
Pero parang one-hit wonder lang siya.
Yeah.
Medyo,
ito pala.
medyo Dane yung mga next.
Pwede bang i-add ko to sa here? Pwede ko bang i-add dun sa here? So, Vito's new, our son, Vito, his new way of sleeping is...
Oh, gosh.
He has to play Christina Perri's 1,000 Years, which I now memorize.
And Pancho hates it so
Pancho
much.
hates it so much.
Pancho, the Wilco guy.
Radiohead.
And then he's got to listen to Christina Perri. But in fairness, though, it's a...
In fairness to talaga to the song.
I know it's Twilight and whatever.
Sana hindi siya Twilight, no? Pero I remember lang...
I would die.
I
Oh my God, I'm
remember
so
lang.
sorry. Ang sama nung pagkanta ko.
Tayo sabi. I remember we watched Twilight, in fairness to us. And after the movie, I went up to Saab and I said like, alam mo, that movie was complete shit. But
The credit song yun, di ba?
Hindi siya credit song. It's the reveal. Parang tumanda na.
Yung mga
or
may anak na sila.
Parang naging baby na yung, hindi naging tiyanak yung baby. Or
Pinakasalan ng ex-boyfriend niya yung anak niya. Ganun.
Basta parang yung Askal naging
Yung wolf.
ay yung wolf,
Sino to? Si ano?
yung lobo,
Si
yung Askal naging basta-
Pilyang husband?
basta yung parang yung lobo naging tao or something like that or something. That montage of like, and then it was like, I would die and fighting for you. And I was like, alam mo, in fair, like, that was na-feel ko yun. Like, man, like, may pinagsamahan din naman ako nito with Kristen Stewart. Like, I don't know why, but I watched all these movies and na-feel ko. Like, seeing them, like...
Wait, we watched that together?
The last one, yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Kasi like, di ba parang anong nangyari, nagpatayan yung mga vampira, tapos parang hindi pala. Tapos like, oh, okay.
Sobrang labo. Favorite kong montage, Jim, is the bigla na nagbe-baseball sila tapos yung music was
Ano?
what's
Creed.
that band? No, the band. The cool band, and then they became the Twilight band. So parang labo.
Paramore?
No. The guys, what am I
Death
thinking
Cab?
of? No.
The Twilight Band? Christina Perri.
No, it's like some. What's the title of that band? Name of that band. Name that band. No. Okay, let's. We'll get back to it.
Chanak Avenue.
Supermassive Black Hole. That's the song. Yes. What's the name of the band?
I don't know that.
Oh, baby, I'm so.
That's a Twilight.
Muse.
Muse?
Yeah.
They did not become a Twilight band naman.
Jim, she wrote the sequels because they were inspired by Muse.
Oh, but they're not a Twilight band.
Because they really like made songs for Twilight after
No,
that.
Sabi, wait.
I know.
Please take
Correct
that-
me if I'm wrong.
Take that back. You can't say that na. So you mean to say na what's garbage?
How do we get here? No,
What?
that's not garbage. I love
Hindi,
Paramore.
what's ano ang basura?
Let's not name names.
Oh, okay.
Safe.
O kung ano, yung nagsulat ng ano, yung gumagawa ng movies ni Bong Revilla. Ano yung Bong Revilla movie? What's the Bong Revilla movie?
I don't know. Why would I
So
know a Bong
anyway,
Revilla
so
movie?
let's say if Bong Revilla was a writer and then he made a book, but he so happened to be a fan of the Beatles, then would you say like, oh, the Beatles, the Bong Revilla band?
If the Beatles made songs for Bong Revilla's movies, then they would be a Bong Revilla
But you
film.
are completely, this is completely false. Muse did not make music for Twilight.
Fact check me, guys. Fact check me.
I refuse. Well, actually, I don't really care because
You're
anyway.
not even really a Muse
I'm not a big
fan. What
Muse
the
fan. Anyway.
Correct me, guys, ha. Okay, game. Next
Okay.
is
Um,
Budots by
sorry,
the Beatles.
Sorry. Can I, actually, ang dami kong here bigla na naisip. Can I add more? Pwede pa
Wait till
mag-add?
they're commenting Budots by the Beatles. Anyway,
Can I add more?
go.
Like, first time ko marinig yung, what is that guy that suddenly bursts into singing and then they're making mashups? Paano nun?
TikTok?
Hindi. And pati ikaw natawa eh. Like, there was this like, Jovit? Yan, Jovit. Yan.
What's the song?
Marami na. Pero natawa ako at like, I think Slayer or like a heavy metal mashup
Tapos
na.
katunog niya.
I don't know how the song goes. But anyway, yeah, so it's been a busy week.
Got a lot of reading done.
Okay, so that's sight, that's hearing, taste. Oh, my thigh. My thigh is... Anyway, sorry.
I ate a lot of sweets from What the Food. You mean WTF?
Oh, yeah.
What is it? That's what it said. I think, yeah. What the Food PH.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They sent me
Oh, yeah,
so
the
many
brownies
boxes of
and
brownies and
yeah.
cookies and
Check them out on Instagram. Sarap.
sobrang, yeah. Good. Very good.
And cute. Nagpadala pa sila ng painting of the boys.
Yeah, her boyfriend sent me a painting.
And they made a special request pa for Sabi for the marshmallows because she doesn't like marshmallows. Anyway, ako naman, I posted this on Patreon. Purple Oven Lemon Squares Beyond Contestation.
Hashtag jams.
Is
Gym jams.
the greatest thing created.
Here's an update. I got fact checked. And thank you to Trisha, our genie. She says, OMG, yes, Muse did write songs for the Twilight soundtrack and they likened it to selling their soul. Kamusta? I don't know how I know that, but I know that.
Okay. Sige.
Oh, Jengaru says Vito and Nunki's Pizza, which is Jim. Jim made pizza while we were at the farm. Check out the farm, isabels.ph. And sarap ng pizza ni Jim.
In fair...
Hindi yun binibenta sa isabels.ph.
Yeah. So it was my first time to really, really make pizza. And in fair, masarap.
Yeah.
Touch. Anything new? Purchase? Ikaw marami.
Hindi, smell yun, Jim.
Ay, ano pala ang touch? Physical activity. Well,
My favorite is, can I just, I don't know, touch always goes back to Pancho for me. So, it's not a new thing, but parang lately na-appreciate ko yung when you ask him to hug you or say, when you say love, he'll like squeeze you really tight in a hug and I love it. And he's been, no one really cares, I guess, but Vito has been demoted and Pancho is back in our bed because we're trying to wean off the direct breastfeeding for Vito. And so he's just drinking from a bottle. Pancho is back in our bed and I am loving hugging him again. Of course, I miss Vito, but I'm appreciating this time. Anyway,
Ako
not,
naman-
hashtag not relatable.
Well, also, you can read about Saab and her hand if you are a Patreon
Patreon.
on jimandsab.com. She injured her hand.
I have I have Sab's diary in there.
Yeah. Ako naman, I guess it would be ano rin. I guess it would be Vito. Because I think here's the thing. For parang a tip for for soon to be parents. Okay? For the dad, okay, expect talaga the first 5 to 7 months na ikikebs ka talaga ng anak mo. Wala talaga. Zero, I mean close to zero affection.
Yeah.
I think it was very different lang talaga with Pancho.
Yeah.
Kasi yun nga, long story. But with Vito, yun nga, as in completely mama's boy. Tas ako, oh my God, talagang ganito ba talaga? I mean,
Refused
to hug and can't be left with me no matter how hard I tried. But now, we're the best of buds. And he kisses me all the time. So
He's so sweet.
that's my touch.
And he's so cute.
Smell. Smell.
Anyway, smell is anything new.
Yeah. Your table?
What do I have? What
The
table?
baby table.
What table?
The baby table.
Oh yeah, I got a sensory It's all about the boys.
Okay.
Ikaw na muna.
Me, I got. What did I get? I got a pull-up bar
Which we
from
have.
Lazada. Exciting stuff on this podcast. I got a pull-up bar. I'm excited not to be the one to drill it. And okay, last ko. I
Meron
am
ako for smell.
okay. In terms of alcohol, labo. In terms of alcohol,
That's always a good segue.
in terms of
in
alcohol,
terms of alcohol,
I am getting rid of wine. I'm not, as you know, that you know, this quarantine we've been on a wine craze.
speak for yourself.
Doesn't help the FODMAP. So and and then I eventually went into single malt whiskeys.
Beer is good for FODMAP.
In fairness, kaya napunta naman kami sa beer. So yun na yung trip ko. Anyway,
Smell for me is that we're getting a renovation.
yeah.
We're fixing up our kitchen and changing up the floor of the house, and I'm really excited. So I'll post more about that mostly on Patreon.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who subscribed in November, because 100% of those sales will go to the relief operations for the victims of the past typhoons that happened. So thank you, and we look forward to seeing our new patrons for December.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Before we go to the Malibag, where the return of the ano yung pangalan? Did
Douchebag
anyone
of the
answer?
year.
Douchebag of the year?
someone said episode 68 ba or 63?
Oh, thank you. You win a sack of jasmine rice.
Pick
Before
upin mo
we
na
go
lang
pick upin mo na lang sa
sa Robinsons. Tapos bayaran mo.
Before we go to the Malibag, we'll take a break. Here we go. This is the Malibag, Sabi.
Okay. Hi, pod parents. This is actually my second time sending a Malibag about the same person, my dad. I sent one a while back about him being a dirty old man, and if you have the time, you can go back to it. but this Malibag can stand on its own. To give you a brief background, I live with both my parents in one house, and my other sibling is living somewhere else because of work. So that makes us just 3 people at home. My dad is a businessman. I don't even know if I consider him talaga as one. He sells a certain product but only has like 2 consistent customers over the past decade and is never open to new clients whenever we suggest people to contact. You can assume that he isn't earning much, and this makes my mother the breadwinner of the family with her stable 9 to 5 job in the corporate world. Grabe, buong buhay ko ata never ko pa siyang nakita maglabas ng pera about utilities, lol, pero lakas pag gumastos pag mga hype shoes like Yeezy, ganon. This is a man who is in his mid-50s, by the way. Kung ano ginagastos tapos ang lavish ng lifestyle in terms of food, puro mamahalin, pinagkakain at pinagbibili. I hate it so much when people comment how young he looks. Syempre, di naman niya nasistress sa kahit ano kasi walang ginagawa sa buhay. Imagine, pre-COVID, 8 to 12 gym, tapos kakain sa restaurant after. Then magsa-start lang magtrabaho at 2 p.m. pero susunduin na ako sa school ng 4 p.m. Minsan galing pa sa SM, so bale, di na nagtrabaho all day. Saya siya. FYI, we have a driver, and the driver used to be just for us kids since we have weird schedules
Siya pa
in
yung
college.
gumagamit ng driver.
Now, pag sinasabi kong need ko si Kuya Driver, naiinis pa sa akin kasi nakakaabala daw ako sa schedule niya. He stopped driving to work on his own for more than 5 years now, and sobrang nakakainis lang na he keeps insisting he's old. He is 55 for fuck's sake. People who are older are doing more things than he is. Ugh, I cannot stand him, I swear. Anyway, back to the present time. To make the long story short, we had a party the other day for a surprise birthday of my uncle, and there was food, of course, which we ordered from different restaurants. Buong time na naghahanda kami, wala naman siyang inambag. Literal na di man tumulong magbuhat or what, nakatayo lang doon.
Damn!
Ready na kumain. Tapos, when the time to eat came na, since COVID, pinahati na namin yung mga food to the restaurants and decided to bring the food in our respective homes after the surprise. He didn't even have the courtesy to wait for my mom before he started eating nung nakauwi. While eating, panay reklamo pa na ang pangit daw ng part na binigay sa amin. He made a whole scene which I'm sure even the neighbors saw. Buong araw na daw niya tinitiis na he feels so disrespected. He was given a bad portion of the food. Minura pa mga siblings ng mom ko since they organized it. Selfish daw sila and he feels like he is the lowest of the low. Pero ang daming kinain nung lunch. Lol. Oh my gosh.
Laugh trip. Wait, real father nito, no?
Yeah. I'm sure you're wondering, is the story incomplete? Why did he suddenly get mad about food? I'm afraid that's the only reason.
Ang ganda ng
Ang ganda ng pagkasulat. He got a dry part of the lechon and started bitching like it was his special day or as if he chipped in, which he did not. Nanay ko nagbayad. Sobrang nakakainis. Ang dami pang ebas. na hindi na daw siya ever mag-attend ng family gathering. He'll give food just as shitty as what he received. I mean, the audacity of this man to act this way when all his life he's done absolutely nothing. He could leave my life and I wouldn't bat an eye. Parang di niya magets na 1, may pandemic, ba't kami magbubukas ng ulam in public? Just to pick a part for him. 2, hindi naman siya yung my birthday, to be honest. Hindi siya kailangan doon. 3, bayad muna siya bago magreklamo ang puta. Sobrang na-emphasize pa pagkapalamunin niya now sa quarantine. Grabe, he doesn't even try to find job opportunities this pandemic to make up for his lost 2 clients. Harsh. Buong araw nakatambay lang, tas ang lakas pa mag-grocery / malling on weekdays. Pera naman ng nanay ko yun. ang nakakainis pa, naglalalay pa siya. Pag inask ko saan siya pupunta, sasabihin niya on the way daw siya to office. Laging office excuse niya. Pero pag uwi, puro bilihin, especially alcoholic drinks. Oh my gosh! Help, pod parents. Never knew I could dislike someone that I live with this much. Sobrang kitid ng utak at for sure mamamatay pag di binigyan ng pansin. Sobrang punong-puno na talaga ako. Lagi ko sinasabi sa mom ko na iiwan na siya, pero ewan ko bakit pa niya tinotolerate. My siblings and I are old enough to be aware of the toxicity this man brings to my family. Would really like to hear your thoughts since you guys come from such loving and close families. Thank you. That was
Wow.
well written,
Well written. And, I mean,
but I'm sorry.
yeah, very entertaining. We're sorry that you have to. Man, that's her real father. No?
Yeah. Gosh, what? I wonder how your mom is. Jeez.
Okay. I think no. We know a couple of people who.
What?
I mean, we know a couple of people who get into relationships, especially if the girl is the hardworking one in the relationship, and the other is, alam mo yun, parang at a certain point, alam mo nang at a certain age, you know if the guy will be a useless
Pabigat.
douchebag forever.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, itong behavior niya, at what point is this kind of parang, okay, pwede pa, may chance pa?
I think past 35, wala na.
Parang ang late ng 35,
Yun nga
Jim.
I'm being kind
You're
na
being
nga.
kind.
I'm being kind. Sige, siguro 30.
That's so...
Pero ako bibigay ko pa. Kasi there are people naman na at 31, dun sila nagka-negosyo or, got into something,
Pero kasi it's not about the money that you bring in. It's about the
Attitude.
ambition, the drive, the self-respect also. Kasi parang how can you respect yourself if you're just, not contributing? That's just
Yeah.
disgusting. And I feel so bad for you, Malibag Sander.
The reason why I bring that up is because especially for ganito. Especially for kung ano, father figure, okay? Kung ganun yung tatay mo, tas may anak kang lalaki, most likely, that's why what we're talking about is not money. Kung ano, let's say the father comes from a rich family and your family is rich because of his family. Okay? That doesn't mean parang what we're talking about nga is the values.
Yeah, hello, that's not your money.
That one, and then two, values nga. And that, yung value of, okay, gagastos ako, okay, hindi ko kailangan magtrabaho, okay, the reason why your dad is like that is because he's so insecure.
Yeah, I mean, he only deserves the dry part of lechon.
I mean, kumbaga, to bitch and to do that in a public setting just shows how insecure he is.
Yeah.
Parang it just shows na I have nothing to show you guys. Like kahit mag-gym ako every day, may 8-pack ako, pag mag-isa na ako at nasa banyo at jumijebs, alam kong loser ako.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's true.
He must be very emasculated.
Exactly. Hindi. Yun nga eh. Pero that's why.
Wawa naman siya. Charot.
Yun yung point ko na parang that's why he lashes out on other people because it's like a bully. Diba? Parang he needs to feel like he controls something. Now, if his daughters rin are feeling that way about him and thinking that way about him, then talagang wala na nga talaga. Wala. Parang kumbaga, saan niya mahuhugot yung, okay, I feel like a man. I feel like people respect me. And usually, and most of the time, when you're super insecure, you will try to get respect out of brute force, out of being rude, out of being hurtful, because that's the only way you know how, because you can't get it.
So is your advice for her to be nice to him? I think that could work for you to kind of give him some attention and show him some interest and like maybe help him out of this fucking hole.
Kasi
Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, he is her father. Is it completely hopeless na ba?
yun nga eh. That's why I kept asking eh. Parang,
He's probably not even embarrassed about his behavior.
ako, the mere fact that she wrote this, it means I think marami pang ang kwentong hindi na nasasabi.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
so ako, what I would say is, do this. Engage in a discussion and let it all out. Say how it's affecting you. Like say na seeing this, seeing the way you are, puro yung sarili mo para lang at least ganito. Masasabi mo na when, let's say maghiwalay sila, or let's just say hindi na kayo magkikita ever or whatever. At least masasabi mo na you on your part tried your best.
Yeah.
You did one big thing, wrote him a letter, talked to him, and said, look, man, this is how you are making me and my sister or my siblings feel.
I wonder if your mom is enabling this behavior.
Most probably.
I wonder. I think maybe if you think that your mom is more is easier to talk to, I guess you can open up and say parang, what's up? Parang, why is it like this? And would you like us to find a partner like him ba? Kasi you're showing us na it's okay eh, na we should tolerate it. And if she says no, she doesn't want that, then you can say na, Mom, I think maybe you can,
Yeah, actually, to your point.
step up.
To your point, Sabi, I think this isn't the responsibility of the children, though.
It's not, but you can help
You
your
can
parents.
help. You can help through your mom.
Yeah, through your mom.
Talk to your mom and say, like, dude, this isn't working.
But just because something is not your responsibility doesn't mean that you shouldn't lift a finger,
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, don't carry the whole burden
Oh, definitely.
with you. Na parang you're the one who has to fix it. No, honestly, the burden falls on your mom.
Yeah, kasi yun yung partner niya.
Yun yung partner
pinakasalan
niya.
yan eh.
Pinakasalan niya yan na siguro nga nung pinakasalan niya, wala talagang trabaho kahit 40 na.
Kita na ba natin to? Cheka.
So, kung ano say, walang trabaho, tapos humihingi pa rin ng pambayad sa globe bill niya sa nanay niya kahit 40 na.
So, kagalit pag di pinagas yung coaching pinahiram sa kanya.
Alam mo yun?
Ma naman eh. Ganun. Ma, Rockwell pa ako eh. Pero ang driver, tapat lang ako nakatira.
Yeah. Nasaan yung charger? Yeah.
Yeah, paki-clean yung banyo. Jumebs ako. Lang, paki-flush. Oh, 50 na ako. Pero, papunas ng puwet. Papunas po ng tewup.
Well, anyway, obviously that kind of behavior, it was embraced and it was coddling. It was spinoil, and he.
It's not, ako honestly, I'm still an advocate of it's just not, it's never too late. You can still sit down, have a conversation, as long as it's all coming from love, and, don't let emotions get the best of you, and just hash it out.
Yeah.
If wala talaga, kick it out.
Yeah.
so sorry.
I super agree with you. And yun, again, just so, yeah, talk to your mom. Write him a letter. Do that para pero
Lock him out.
Pero as on your sa role mo, okay? There are 3 things you can do. 1, write an all-out letter or have a major conversation with him. If you feel like okay, walang pag-asa, do it through your mom and let your mom understand. Parang your mom may understand it more when it comes from your perspective. And again, ang ganda ng sinabi ni Saab na, Mom, gusto mo ba na ganito maging asawa namin? And then lastly,
Also, note ko lang na if you do decide to talk to your dad, remember that he is coming from a place of insecurity. So maybe don't naman kick a guy when he's down because he's obviously very insecure. You put your foot down, but don't be disrespectful and just kind of tread lightly. And, don't be like, hoy, bum.
that's true. Kasi again,
Hoy, pabigat.
kami,
Usap tayo.
yun nga, I mean, I think we have experienced a lot of these bums, no, in our own circles. And that's not my point.
Say it so naturally, like, yeah, we've got some bums in our circle.
And ano talaga well, you never know what they're going through, especially, again, tama si Saab, at the end of the day, that's your father. So, best to talk to him. Talk to your mom. I think you can
Find a game
your
plan.
best role is you are parang you assist. And then the last one is wag mo bigyan ng tuyong lechon.
Hindi, bigyan mo ng tuyong lechon. Turuan mo ng leksyon.
Ganda.
Yun ang gagawin tong calligraphy turuan mo ng leksyon, bigyan ng
Hindi.
tuyong lechon. Turuan ng leksyon, bigyan ng
tuyong lechon.
Bye.
Bye.